Let's switch over to our expert, Omar, who brought in $500,000 for Quotum and has been sharing his insights for 2 years. What's his edge? Deep industry knowledge and extensive professional trading experience. Learning how to trade and invest might not always seem like the most exciting topic, but trust me, stick around until you see your own results. It's a game changer.
It shows really well how a trend starts, goes, and finishes, right? And it shows each stage what are the sentiment within the community, users, whatever you want to call them, right? So, for example, it always starts with like a disbelief area, right? And then it pumps a little bit, hope, it goes sort of sideways, up hill, so to speak. And then optimism starts to kick in, right? Belief starts to kick in. The thrill and the euphoria is where it gets to max peak, right? And then it's just like straight green dildos, as we like to call them. And then just boom, a crash. We have a dead cat bounce that we call it in trading. And then a compliance, right? Where just people will be like, oh, okay, we're gonna go back up again. But nevertheless, it starts to dump back again, right? People start to get anxiety, denial, and panic. And basically what that means is just a lot of people just crying, not taking accountability for what they did or what they did not do, right? And yeah, this is what you guys should try to avoid at any given time. And capitulation is really one of the worst states that the market can be, to be completely honest. You know, anger, when people are in anger, it's actually kind of funny, to be fair. It's really funny. But when it's capitulation, you can see that people are just like either crying or, you know, it's just too much. When it comes to capitulation, I actually feel sad for the people, right? And then you have this long zone of accumulation, redistribution, right? Whatever you want to call it. And then you get to the depression phase where people actually accept that, hey, this shit has go down, we are not gonna go up ever again, right? And that's the phase where I believe personally we're currently in, right? Depression, aka getting towards disbelief a little bit, to be completely honest, right? I think we mentioned it already in our Telegram group. As you guys can see here, make sure to join our free Telegram group. There's going to be a link in the description or in the biography. There's always one there. But here we mentioned that already, that looking at this chart, we believe that we're in this zone right here. Not necessarily depression, but it's in the depression area, however, but going towards depression and disbelief, right? So that's where we are currently at the moment. And just people didn't know what to do, still don't know what to do, and have basically no plan, right? But I think this is really the area where people are just getting depressed. I think, as Benjamin Cohen says a lot of times, right, that we will likely head lower for a second scare. And there's where I think the most investment, like ROI on your investment, will be made in terms of long term, right? We ourselves are doing a lot of research on some new tokens. We're looking into new industries. We're looking into old industries, but with well-established players, or at least that some of them hit our criterias. No, don't worry, guys. Once we have it, we will share it. But yeah, I think personally, this is the area where we are, right? Depression/disbelief. Nevertheless, there's still likely going to be one push down, and price of Bitcoin is not going to go up until either one of those two things happens, and those are namely either Fed starts printing and we get into a quantitative easing era again, or a Bitcoin spot ETF. And even if a spot ETF gets accepted within the next 2 months, if quantitative easing is not on the roll again, we're not gonna go nowhere. Like, we might get a little pump of 10, 15, 20% at max, and then just head back lower. Because as you guys saw, when Grayscale won the case against the SEC, we just faded that pump within 2 days. By the second day of the pump, we were already back down at the same levels, actually even lower. So I would be careful out there, guys. But if you guys join our Telegram and Discord and follow us on social media, you guys will be more than updated, where we share daily updates. So that's